anything like, for example, this. Okay, one could be 30, another one could be 60, like this. You can draw any random angles, but the sum should be equal to 90. Okay.
Yeah.
You had doubt in any other question?
No, but it's saying that if two angles form a straight line, what are they called? I don't know that.
Okay, moments ago we were discussing that, and you said it's okay. See what I'm saying, that if two angles form a straight angle, let's say you have this angle.
It will form a supplementary angle.
Exactly, no. Say there are two angles. Like say that there is this angle 60 degree. Okay, and there is this another 120 degree. All of them are making a straight angle, no? Let's say I am having 120 degree like this. Okay, let's separate it out. Separate it. You have another angle by 60 degree. When you will combine these two angles, what will you get? When you're going to join these two angles,
A supplementary angle.
exactly, we'll be having an angle like this now. This 60, this 120, and that you get supplementary angle. Okay, hope that clears your doubt. Don't know why Sumia is not present. Let me just drop a reminder for her to join. Let's continue, by the way. The team will be calling her. So in the chapter fraction, there are different things we are going to learn. So first of all, let me give you an overview of what are the things you're going to learn in this. Okay, now. First of all, fraction is basically a part of a whole. Okay, now. It's basically in the simplest manner, we can define fraction as part of a whole. Okay. So in the chapter, let me just give you what are the things we are going to learn. So give the topic, write the name of the chapter, that is fraction, and write down the index here.
Write down the
Chapter name
and index.
Index here. Done. In this, write down first topic, fraction. Write down this. Further, write down
below index or beside.
Below the index, representation of fraction on a number line. Write down this thing. After this, you'd be writing types of fraction. Types of fraction. Under this, you will give a subheading, and you will write down first is proper fraction. Then improper fraction. Improper fraction. Then third one, you will write mixed fraction. Mixed fraction. After this, you will write the D1 as unit fraction. Unit fraction. Then you have like fraction. F1 is unlike fraction. You have unlike fraction, okay? Written it so far?
No, almost.
Okay. Apart from mathematics, what else is going on? You've been taking classes for science, for other subjects?
Yes.
Other than maths, what are you doing? Like, what other subjects do you study other than mathematics? In this school,
I don't go to school.
No, I'm not asking about the school. I'm saying that when you'll be giving you exams, so you'll be required to study all the subjects. So how other subjects are going on?
Like Nowadays, I'm reading just English and Hindi.
English and Hindi as well. Okay. Okay. Write down this quickly. By the way, Habib, when you upload the assignments now, always upload the picture of one side at once only. Don't take the picture of both the sides of the page at once. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Done.
Then,
Yeah. Try to write things quickly. Okay. Now, next,
okay.
write down writing fraction in simplest form. In the simplest form.
Then,
Done. Then next we'll be writing the additions and subtractions of fractions. Addition
in
and
index,
yeah,
we should write.
all of this is in the index only. Okay, na? Addition and subtraction of fraction. Addition and subtraction of fraction. In this, you can give a subtopic like addition and subtraction of mixed fraction.
Addition and subtraction of mixed fraction.
Yeah, addition and subtraction of mixed fraction. Okay. Then multiplication and division of fraction. Just like you have shared the PDFs of previous chapters, so just like that, share the PDF of this, make a PDF of the exercise questions of this chapter
Fraction.
also, of the chapter fraction, and share it to me. Okay, no? You can do it after the class. Done, Habib? Write it quickly.
Yeah, done.
Okay, let's start the class then. Now give the topic fraction first of all. Okay. So fraction in mathematics, it is defined as part of a whole. How do we define this? We define it as a part of a whole. So in mathematics, fraction is defined as a part.
So
Yeah.
index is over. This
Yeah,
is the definition of that.
exactly. Index is over on the next and on the new page, write down this thing. Okay, now you'll be writing it on a new page. Okay. So let us take some examples to understand this. Okay, say for example, they are different objects over here. Let us say that okay. So here we are seeing that one part out of four equal parts is red in color now. What you're seeing here, Habib? One part out of four equal parts is in red color. So we can
Yes.
represent it in this manner, like they are four equal parts. Four equal parts. One of them is red in color. One of them is red in color. So we can represent this red one in the following manner. We can represent this as one part. We can say that this is one part out of four equal parts. So this red ball is we can represent this as one out of four. How we can represent this? We can represent this as one upon four. That is one part of one ball out of four equal ball is red in color. So we write it as follow. We write this as one upon four. Getting it now? Take for example, there's a pie cake. For example, there's a cake like this. And out of this, let's say we divide it into four equal parts like this. And one part has been taken by, let's say it has been taken by some. I hope you can look at the diagram here. Okay, now. So say one part out of the four part of the cake has been eaten by someone. Okay. So how can we represent this? We can again represent it by this now. One upon four. So what we say that one upon four of the cake has been eaten. Has been eaten. Okay, now that is one thing. Or say for example, there's an aquarium in which there are lots of fishes. Okay, now let's say there are lots of fishes, and let's say there are seven fishes in an aquarium. So that you have a aquarium like this, and in an aquarium there are seven fishes, and then there are two starfish in this. So how are you going to write down the starfish in the form of a fraction? So we say that
7 by
no,
one
two,
1 by 7.
no, no.
2 by
Listen to me
7.
carefully.
2.
So in this aquarium, you have 7 fish, out of which 2 of them are starfish. So we write down that 2 out of 7 of the fish are starfish. They are starfish. Getting it? So these are some of the examples which we have. These are some of the examples which we have. So what we're seeing that we are representing the part of a whole. We are representing the part of a whole. Like this is the whole thing here, this is the whole thing here, and we're representing only a part of it. Understood? This is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
So that is in simple terms, that is the concept, the fraction, that it tells you about the portion or section of something, portion or portion of the whole, basically. Hope that should be clear.
Sir,
Hope
can
you're
I
done.
take an example of that?
Yeah, sure. You can write 1 or 2 examples out of this. Okay, no? I don't know why Sumaya is absent today. She was supposed to be present. Just write down 2 examples, that will be sufficient. Okay.
Done.
Done? Good. Okay, further I'm going to draw some of the circles here, some circles. Say, for example, this is a complete circle. This is a the this is the
Complete circle.
complete circle. So we are going to represent it by 1. Okay. Now take the same circle of the same size. Now split into 2 parts. Okay, now split into 2 halves like this. And one of them has been shaded here. So this shaded circle, it is one out of the 2 part of the circle now,
Yes.
right? So we represent it by 1/2. In the second circle, we have divided the circle into 2 equal parts, and the shaded portion is the half. That is 1/2 of the circle. That is half of the previous circle. Take, for example, take another circle. Now it is of the same size. Now we are dividing it into 4 parts, and one of the part has been shaded here. There are 4
1 by,
equal parts. Mhm.
no, yeah, 1/4.
1/4 exactly. So that is 1/4. You're getting it now? Now take the
Yes.
same circle. Let us say now we are going to shade 3 parts of it. Let us say we are going to shade this part,
3/4.
exactly, this part and this part. So that will be 3/4. Hope you are getting it, the concept. Okay now? So that is the case. After this, in this, we have the concept of numerator and denominator. So give the topic numerator and denominator. Numerator and denominator. Write down this.
Numerator means the upper part and denominator means the down.
Exactly. Take, for example, the numbers which we have here. Let's say we have 1/4 or 3/4. So the number that is the number like 1 here. It's the numerator, and tells us how many of the equal parts have been taken. How many of the equal parts have been taken? Like there are 2 equal parts. So how many of them has been taken or shaded here? It's 1 only now. So that is numerator, and in bracket we are going to write down that it 1 minute. It tells us how many of the equal parts have been taken. Then you have the number that is here, that is called as denominator, right?
Denominator.
And denominator would be telling us how many equal parts are there in a whole. How many equal parts are there in this whole object? That is 2 now. How many equal parts are there? 4 in these two. So it tells us how many equal parts are there. Write down these things. So basically, upper part of the fraction we are seeing, that is numerator, and the lower part of the fraction is called as denominator. So numerator tells the number of parts which we have. Okay, the number of parts which we have, while the denominator tells us the total parts in a whole. Getting it now?
Yes.
Okay, write down this, and then we'll be learning about representation of fraction on the number line. Okay.
Then
Okay, Habib, tell me that if numerator is 1 and denominator is also 1, so what does it tells?
these are one whole.
It's simply one whole now. Exactly. So 1 upon 1 is simply 1. Good. Then right now we are learning, like right now we are done with the basics of the fraction. We learned about the parts of the fraction. Next we'll be learning about representation of fraction on a number line. Okay, now. So for this purpose, just let me take a line here and then we'll be continuing. Okay. Meanwhile, write down the topic representation of um, fraction on a number line. Okay.
So what is the spelling of representation?
Representation REPRES. I'm going to write it down by the way. REPRESENTATION.
Okay.
Let me write it for you. Representation of fraction on a number line. Number line. In your school, like the school in which you will be giving the exam, their Hindi is also taught.
Yes.
Okay. So you would be learning about the grammars, Hindi grammar as well. Yeah. Like some of which I could recall, like you would have learned about Sangya, Swarnam, like these things. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so representation of fractions on a number line, which we are going to learn here. Okay. So the thing is that, for
Should I
example,
also draw a number line?
yeah, just draw this straight line. Okay, no? So say we have some examples of numbers, like let's say we have 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 4, 1 upon 6, like this. Okay, so on. What we know about the number lines, like number lines in mathematics is used to represent numbers simply. It's basically a horizontal straight line in which the numbers would be placed, any kind of number will be placed. Generally, we have learned about the positive numbers, like you can represent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this now. Like here, this is the middle of the number line. On the right of the number line, we used to represent numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on, like this. These are the positive natural numbers. And here we used to write the negative natural numbers like this: -1, -2, -3, -4. minus 5, minus 6, so on up to infinity. It continues till infinity. So the purpose of the number line is that, like, it's a horizontal line in which the numbers should be placed at equal gap from each other. They are placed at equal interval from each other. Like, getting it now? Like, if one is here, two is here. Two can't be here. Getting it now? There is equal spacing between the numbers, as you can see, which I have written here. Got this, Abhi? And what kind of line is it? Is it a horizontal or a vertical line?
This number line?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's vertical.
No, vertical is like this now.
Horizontal.
Like, yeah, it's horizontal, lying parallel to the ground. Okay, now vertical is at 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree from the ground. Okay. In the previous class, if you can recall, we have learned about addition and subtraction of a number using the number line. Like, if you are going from the left to the right, from -2 to -3, so you'll be doing addition or subtraction. Like, you are moving on the right of the number line, right side of the number line.
We
Remember,
will
continue.
right side of the we will do addition,
And on the left side, we do.
subtraction.
That's good. Okay. But right now we are learning about representation of fractions here. So let's follow. Let's follow me. Okay, now follow the steps which I'm going to do here. First thing is you have drawn the number line.
Yes.
Okay, draw a number line as we have done here. Next, let's say we are going to represent 1 upon 2 first of all. अभी हम क्या कर रहे हैं? We are going to represent 1 upon 2 right now. We know that 1 upon 2 is less than 1 now.
Yes.
1 upon 2 is less than 1. Like, if you can recall here, like, 1 is, this complete circle is 1. But this one is, what is it? How do we represent this? This shaded portion, 1 upon 2. So this portion is clearly less than the whole circle. So this is
Yes.
going, this will be less than 1, but it will be more than 0, of course, right now. So it is greater than 0 and less than 1. So it is going to lie between 0 and 1. Understood this thing? So first thing is you have to spot where your fraction is going to lie. Got my point, Abhi? Okay. Got it or not?
Yeah, got it.
Further, now we are going to divide the gap here into two equal parts. We are going to divide it into two equal parts. Why? Because the denominator is 2. Getting it now? The denominator is 2, so we are going to divide it into two parts. So how do we divide it into two equal parts? By basically marking a middle point between 0 and 1 now. Let's mark the middle point here. And this middle point here will be the, like as we know here, in the number 1 upon 2, what is the denominator?
2.
2, and the numerator is 1.
Yes.
So the gap between 0 and 1 has to be the gap between 0 and 1 in the number of the, it will be the number of denominator, the denominator that is given there now. On that basis, it has to be divided. Okay, now. So the denominator is 2, so we are going to divide it into two parts. One part here, one part here. And here now we are going to represent this. So this is now 1 upon 2. Understood this now? That is 1 upon 2. Got this? Let us take another example of 1 upon 3. 1 upon 3, where is it going to lie? 1 upon 3, look at this. Let's say we have another object like 1 upon 3 basically. So where is 1 upon 3 going to lie? It is again between 0 and 1. Like, for example, let's take this circle, okay? Say we are, like, circle could be only divided into 4 parts. How about we take a triangle, okay, now? Like this. Okay, there are 3 parts of it. So tell me, how are you going to represent this part in the form of a fraction?
1 upon 3.
1 upon 3, good. That is 1 upon 3. 1 upon 3, okay. So say we are going to represent 1 upon 3 here, okay now? Now, let's say that, to give you a better clarity of this now, let us say you had a triangle like this, the complete triangle. How are you going to represent this? It is simply 1.
Yeah.
It's a whole part 1. Now, if it were to be like this, it's the same circle, by the way. All three are the same triangle. I mean to say, all of these are the same triangle. Might look different, looks different in shape, size, but they are same. Okay. How are you going to represent this one?
2 upon 3.
2 upon 3 now. Okay, and this one was 1 upon 3. Okay, so 1 upon 3 is clearly less than 1 now. This is clearly less than 1, isn't it? How will you answer this to
Yes.
me? Okay, so it is again going to lie between 1 but will be greater than 0. It is more than 0 but less than 1. So in this case, what you are going to do? Let me erase the previous one first of all. Now, in how many parts you should be dividing it? What is the denominator?
3. No.
It is 3
3.
indeed.
Yeah, 3.
3 now. So between 0 and 1, you have to make 2 divisions so that it gets divided into 3 parts. Like mark 2 divisions like this and this. Now into how many parts it has been divided? Count the parts here. Look at the part here. 1, 2, and 3.
2.
You don't
Yes.
have to look at this marking. Look at the parts in which it has to be divided. As per the question, it has to be divided into 3 parts. That's why we have to do 2 markings here. Got this now? So for 1 upon 3, we divided it into 3 equal parts. Got this now? Okay. So how are you going to represent this? It will be represented in the following manner. Okay. So this one will be 1 minute. This one first marking is 1 upon 3. Another one is, by the way, it will be 2 upon 3. And the third one here is the 3 upon 3. And what is 3 upon 3? It is basically 1 now.
1.
Got this now? So where is our fraction? It is over here. Got this? How we have denoted this? 1 upon 3. The first one is the 1 upon 3. Another one is 2 upon 3. Third one is 2 upon 3, but 3 upon 3, but we're not writing it as 3 upon 3 because 3 upon 3, 3 gets cancelled and you are left with 1. So that's the way how we are going to represent the fractions. If you have understood this from the above examples now, represent 1 upon 4 and do it on a sheet of paper and show it to me. 1 minute. Habib, you understood the method?
Yes.
Because your question is represent 1 upon 4 and 1 upon 5 on a number line. Okay. So using a ruler, first of all, draw a number line, mark the numbers on the right hand side, mark the numbers, and then uh, mark it.
4 is greater than 1, right?
Yes.
Uh,
You can always take a reference of this one, like 1 upon 4, and this is 1. So 1 upon 4 is less than 1. Like this is the complete circle. This is just a fraction of the circle. So is it bigger than the complete circle or smaller than this?
Smaller.
So where is it going to lie?
Between 1 and 0 and 1.
Exactly. So do it. And you know the denominator and how many divisions you have to make. So as per the instruction, follow it and complete this.
4.
Yes, Abhi.
1/5 will also lie between 0 and 1.
Exactly. It will also lie between 0 and 5. 0 and 1. 0 and 1.
Done.
Done? Okay. How are you going to show it to me? Either you can bring
I
it
can
close to
tell.
the. You can tell me. No, it would be better if you can show it in the camera or can send it to the team. Send it to the Learnivio.
No, because I wrote like very, like, very much clear.
No, like you were required to draw a number line. Did you draw the number line?
Yes,
Okay.
but
Have you? Mhm. Okay. Anyway, just bring it close to the camera. I'll take a look at it. Okay. Oh, just hold on there. Zero. You have written. It's a little bit messy. One upon. Okay, fine.
my
Okay,
turn.
but okay, I'm getting it, but that needs to be clean. Like some of the, it's not clear.
Yeah.
Okay, see, just match it with my answer. Okay, now see if you have done the same thing. Okay, so you're required to represent 1/4. Okay, see, you have taken this number line 0, 1, 2, -1, -2, like this. How many divisions I should make between 0 and 1 if I have to represent 1/4? I should make.
Two.
Why should I make two divisions? What is the denominator here, Habib?
Two. Oh, 4.
Denominator is 4 now. So कितने markings करनी चाहिए मुझे? How many markings should I do here? 1, 2, and 3 now. Always
Yeah.
there has to be one less marking than the denominator given here. Like मुझे अगर 4 part में divide करना है, I will have to do 3 markings here. Okay ना? Okay, so this
The
is
4 will be on 1.
yeah. The first one will be 1/4. Getting it now? This one will be 2/4. ये है 3/4. Getting it now? And that one is 4/4. Got this, Abhi?
Yes.
Okay, no? So that is the case. So the this one we should circle it like this. Okay, no? And why this one is written as 1 here? Because 4/4 is simply 1. 4 cancel and it is 1. If question was like you had to represent 3/4, so won't you be able to represent it like this in this manner? 3/4 भी आप represent कर लोगे इस तरह से. Getting it, Habib? Hope it should be clear to you. What about 1/5? So 1/5 for that purpose, how many divisions should I make?
Um,
How many divisions you have made?
4.
Markings you have done 4 markings. Now अपने 4 markings की होंगी like 1, 2, 3, 4. Parts will be 5 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This one is the very first one is 1/5. Okay now. And there's your answer. Understood how we are doing this? This
Yes.
one will be 2/5. This one is 3/5. This one is 4/5. And this one is 5/5, which is cancelled and written as 1 here. Okay, then. Further, we can proceed further also, like it can be written in this manner also. Like if you were to continue, we can reach a certain point where it will be written like this 10/5, like this. See, we can continue it in this manner. Like this one will be 6/5. Okay, Habib. This one will be 7/5. What about this? This will be 8/5. This 9/5. And this one, that is 10/5. So what is 10/5 equal to? 10/5 is 10 को 5 से डिवाइड करने के बाद हमें क्या मिलता है? What number do we get after dividing 10 with 5? That is 2. Now what is written here? It's 2. So you're getting it now how it works, how the numbers are represented on the how the fractions are represented on the number line. Okay. So hope you have understood this. Solve some more questions and then we're going to continue. Okay, now let us say we have taken some other fractions. Okay, let's say we have how about we take 5 upon 6. Okay, so represent 5 upon 6 on a number line. Try to represent this. If you'll be having any difficulty, I will be helping. Okay,
5/6.
yeah, 5 upon 6. Okay, first
Can
of
I
all,
do this?
yeah,
Can I do this?
yeah, sure, you have to do this. Actually, I gave this question to you only.
I got it.
Okay, can you bring it close to the camera or can you share the picture to the Learnivio?
Can I tell?
See, it's more like I have to see it. Okay, na? By saying it like it won't be that much proper. Okay, na? So bring it close to the camera.
No, I was writing.
Okay, you were writing it. Okay, by the way, you can just share it on my number. You have my number, you can share it there as well. Okay. Okay, you're still writing it. Write it quickly.
Done.
You're done. Good. Show it in the camera. One. Just
The
hold
below
on there.
one.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. You have written 4 upon. You have written 1 upon 6, 2 upon 6, 3 upon 6, 4 upon 6, then 5 upon 6. Right below 5 upon 6, you have written 1. That is not correct now. Habib, what you have done
I
now?
understand. I got my mistake. I
Got
should
this?
write like 5/5, 5/5 beside 1. I mean before 1.
when you'll be writing 6 upon 6 now, right below 6
Yeah.
upon 6, 1 is written, okay?
I should write 6 upon 6 on 1.
Huh. Although whenever you do that kind of question, there's no need to write all this. Just for reference, just to make you understand, I have written all this. But in the exam or in your answers, you'll be only like, for example, you had to represent 1 upon 4 now. So you could have only written 1 upon 4 here. There was no need to write 2 upon 4, 3 upon 4, 4 upon 4. Getting my point now? It's only to make you understand if the question was like this, how you would have written. Getting my point? That's the case. Okay, you have understood this. By the way, also another way to look at this is that like you have the circle, and in how many parts it has been divided? How many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And how many of the part has been colored here out of the 6?
4.
5, no? That is 5. And what about this circle? How do we represent this? We represent it by
6 by 6. Whole. 1.
basically 1. Basically 1 here, not 6 by 6. Okay. So what we are seeing here, that this 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 is clearly less than 1 now. This part of the circle which has been shaded, it is clearly less than the 1. So thereby the fraction 5 upon 6 is less than 1, and it will lie between 0 upon 1. So that was the first thing to spot, like where the fraction is lying. Okay, hope that the topic is clear to you. Okay, let's take some other numbers. Okay, let's say that we have how about we take another number like 8 upon 9. 8 upon 9. What about this one? How are you going to represent this one? So first of all, we have to understand where the number is going to lie. Right, Habib? You there in the class or not?
Yes.
So this number 8 upon 9, how are we going to spot where this number is lying? Again, it is lying between
0 and 1.
0 and 1, no? So
Yeah.
8 upon 9 is lying between 0 and 1. So we are going to make how many divisions between 0 and 1?
8.
8 divisions. 9 divisions are going to be made. Marking should be 8 now. We're going to make 8 markings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like this. There are 9 divisions here. Okay. Now where will be the number 8 upon 9? Do tell me.
8 upon 9. The last one, green.
The last one here, no? Very good. So that one will be 8 upon 9. Okay, now after this we'll be having 9 upon 9. 9 upon 9 is simply 1. So we have started from here 1 upon 9, 2 upon 9, 3 upon 9, 4 upon 9, and so on. Then we reached 8 upon 9. That's good. Okay. So hope this topic is clear to you and you have understood this. If you have any questions from this, please let me know. Okay. Okay. Next, we're going to learn about the type of fraction. Okay. Now, so the type of fraction, the very first fraction which we have to learn is the proper fraction. But first of all, rewrite the topic: types of fraction. Types of fraction. The first topic here is proper fraction. Okay. So proper fraction says that any kind of fraction, take examples like 1 upon 10, 5 upon 13, 9 upon 17, 81 upon 100. What do you find common in all these fractions? We find that all the numerators are denominator less than their denominators. What we are saying that the numerators are less than their denominators. So they are called as proper fractions. So by definition, we see that the fractions in which the numerator is less than the denominator are called proper fraction. Can I write down this much and give some example of a proper fraction apart from the ones which I have listed?
Proper fraction. Examples of proper
Yeah,
fraction.
yeah. Apart from the given examples.
Um, 13 by 16.
13
13.
upon 16. Good.
19 upon 26.
19 upon 26. Good. By the way, complete writing the definition as well.
Ouch. Types of fraction.
Yeah, types of fraction, and the first is a proper fraction. Write it quickly as other class will be starting. Okay. Yes, Habib, done.
No.
Write it quickly.